Hey, welcome back, Capricorn. My name is Emily Gear. I am a multidimensional channel and a transformative energy healer. So I'm shuffling your cards already. I will not do my normal introduction because I now have this handy slide in the beginning of my readings for you to take a look at my website in case you want to schedule a private session with me at some point. I also want to note that we are back to doing the biweekly relationship extended readings, and the link to that will be in the description box below, okay? So I hope to see you over there. Until then, or in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle your cards for your general reading for the next 2 weeks, all right? So let me just ask Source to please provide us messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign for the next 2 weeks, please. Messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Okay. So what we've got here is the Ace of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. I'm hearing the words a second wind, or new. It's more like a new wind, but it's coming out like a second wind. So it might be that you're coming out of a period of really feeling exhausted, maybe really feeling like beaten down by the energies that have come in. But something here, something about the next 2 weeks is I'm actually feeling a lot of physical vitality coming in for you. We are still in the sister earth sign of Virgo, so that is certainly supporting you. It's almost like this itch comes up that has to be scratched, okay? So you're going to kind of get this energy to start to go after something that you had sort of set aside. Now, whatever it is that you're going after, there is some work that you still need to do before you can make it your own, okay? Whether this is a job or a relationship or anything else in your life, a house even, somebody's set their sights on a new house. You're either going to have to be saving up, or you're going to have to make some changes or do some work before you can get there. And the work feels a little bit like fine-tuning. Just get a card to give me a little more information about what this Eight of Pentacles is about. What is this Eight of Pentacles? What is this Eight of Pentacles for Capricorn? Okay. We have the Three of Cups with the Wheel of Fortune. That's interesting. I just heard let go. So it may be that the work that is needed here is that you're going to have to let go of the tight grip you have on your reality as it is, or the way that you perceive the stability of your reality as the King of Pentacles here, right? King of Pentacles loves his reality to be stable and unchanging, or at least slowly changing, okay? But unchanging really for the earth signs. And you're gonna need to let go. And that is actually it's actually for the better, because it's here with the Three of Cups. I'm also hearing that, with the Three of Cups, that there is a lot of support available to you, that it's not just you kind of out there trying to make this happen. There are other people there, whether you acknowledge it or realize it or not, that are trying to help you, okay? And I do feel the sense that it would be good if there are people that you are aware of that the acknowledgement of them is going to be important to them, or at least for some of them. That a sense of gratitude helps to propel whatever motion you're making forward in a very positive way, okay? removes these concrete shoes that maybe you have felt like you were in for several weeks now. So you're getting a new wind to move forward with whatever it is that you've been working on. I'm not so much getting relationship out of this, but it could be. I'm getting more like either work or creative project at the second. It is moving in a positive direction, though. So let go. Let go is the work that you're doing. It may be that this has been a struggle to let go of because you've got this double whammy of Seven of Swords with the Moon card coming up here. And this to me tells me there's a lot of fear that may have, that may be in the way of really letting this come to fruition, really letting go. But it's feeling to me a little bit like when you are on a roller coaster and you get to the top of that hill and it pauses for a moment and there's this exhilaration, but this feeling of utter terror because you're about to like make a 10-story drop or whatever. And I'm just getting this feeling that that is kind of how this is feeling for you, particularly because it's underscoring this Ace of Wands. So there is an exhilaration. There is this sort of divine passion that comes in that pushes things forward. And this active letting go is actually untying some kind of karmic tie that you have had, possibly for your whole life, probably for your whole life even. And that, as we know, can be a huge challenge for Capricorn. What else wants to come out here? Okay. Eight of Cups with the Prince of Pentacles. I think this is probably something, and this is maybe why they said a second wind. This may be something that you've been working on moving away from or changing in your life for a very long time. So maybe you are getting a second wind in moving into a new career, picking up a new project, building a new home. There's that home thing coming up again, or remodeling a home, something. The idea of a second wind keeps coming out. And this is like a renewed passion for this thing, whatever it is. And so this Eight of Cups tells me that there's something that wasn't working that you're moving away from. Maybe the old job has just got you beaten down, or, the house is falling apart. It could be that the relationship is falling apart. And I think that you have been working on this for quite some time, or you've known you've had to make a change for quite some time, but you've been really putzing around about it. Like, I feel like this is that Knight of Pentacles energy coming up, or Prince of Pentacles energy coming up, where maybe you've been plodding forward, but I almost get this sense that your eyes have not been fixed on the horizon. They've been really focused on everything that you're leaving behind, or everything that's changing. And that has set in you maybe a sense of fear or caution or anxiety that slowed you down in the past, okay? You do have help, though. So there's someone out there, or people out there, or a group out there who can assist you with what you're trying to do and help to support you in the ways that are creating fear within you. And yet you are also asked, even knowing that you will need to let go of this fear. Okay, let others help you is what they're saying right now. Let others help you. Here is your Two of Cups. This came up in Sagittarius's reading as well. So this could be a relationship, or it could be something that affects your relationship, or it could be that you are moving into something that they're saying is divinely orchestrated for your specific needs or desires or wants something that is important for your life. So maybe you're moving into a job that is really going to ignite this sort of divine passion, okay? Moving into women's medicine, or, you know, something that you really is almost specialized, and it fits so well with your energy, your mission in this life, okay? So whatever it is, it's better than where you were because it is more tailored to you. And that could mean a different relationship. It could mean even moving cities or something. Something is changing for you. Different house, different neighborhood, whatever. Something is changing for you. And the King of Pentacles in you is like really uncomfortable with parts of it, okay? And that doesn't mean it's negative. It's just means that that king, that is, change is not his strong suit. But it's coming anyway. 8 of Wands, it's coming in. It's coming in on the backs of communication. Maybe you get an important message or an important letter or important phone call. That's the first thing I'm feeling. It's almost like the other shoe drops, but in a more positive sense. I feel like this is basically a positive energy, but I do feel some fear surrounding it. But I feel it's surrounding the idea of change, not necessarily the thing. Okay? So somebody suddenly calls you, you receive a sudden letter, you receive a sudden text or voice message or something like that. It could be from a business partner or regarding a business partner. There's something about partnership here. So this could be a communication from a romantic partner that you've been wanting to hear from and you've been wanting to restart, reignite, second wind with, okay? Doesn't have to be, though, you know, however this is resonating for you. So if you feel more like this is about your business or your, you know, a new job or a business partner, creative partner or something, then that's what it is, okay? It's coming in anyway. Despite the massive immovable Capricorn mountain that you may be. It's been in process for some time. What else wants to come out here? Okay. Okay. This whole project or process or whatever is happening is designed to knock you out of this sort of, I was going to say stalemate or stuckness or stiffness that you've been in order to allow your personal power to come forth. This is very similar to what came out for Sagittarius. We've got the Page of Swords. We've got the Alchemist, which is like the magician. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. And we've got the Judgment card. And so all of this is essentially saying you've been playing it small, is what I'm hearing. You've been playing it small in the past. And there's a deeper truth to you that you have not either recognized or allowed to play out in your life. And it's really time to start looking at that, really time to start recognizing that with judgment coming up. I just hearing playing it small over and over in my head again. Cannot play it small anymore. Okay. Tower with the World. There's just a complete overturning of this kind of energy that where you're stuck, you're not you're not fully in your power. And they want to correct me and say fully in your balanced power for some reason. I'm not sure why that's coming out, but maybe it'll be clear in a minute. And that may be that you are a powerful person. I mean, we are all powerful people. Maybe you are very much in touch with some of your personal power, right? But the alchemist here has command of all the elements. And so you are learning in some sense to be in command of all those elements. And because maybe some of them scared you, I'm actually hearing that emotions were scary to you. You know, maybe you weren't willing to commit on an emotional level to something, either a relationship or a project or a huge life change of some sort. Maybe you weren't financially willing to commit, but the first one that came up here was emotional. This is the time to empower yourself in that way. Being the King of Pentacles is great, but there are 3 other kings that you're ignoring, right? There are all those other elements that are vital parts of the fullness of our lives and really the fullness of who you are. And so it's time to really start integrating that toward the completion of this cycle, but really the reaching toward the dream or the hope or the mission or the challenge or the karmic completion, however you want to see the situation, depending on what it is for you. There is an uprooting, and I keep saying that. There's a change, a move, a second wind, something. And it's something that is not new to you, I don't think. All right? So I don't want you to be scared by this tower. It's super dramatic, especially in this deck. But coming out with the World card, it feels more like a victorious completion. It's like when you... they just said storm the Bastille. So maybe some of you are French or well-versed in French history. I don't even know. I don't even remember. I mean, I took AP French and all that business, but that was like 25 years ago. So I no longer remember what happened at the storming of the Bastille. But it's like that. So let's all Google that after this reading. Okay. Hopefully there's nothing terrible so that I don't scare the hell out of all of you. But the energy of this is victory. Okay. Let's just get some final thoughts for you before we move on to the relationship reading, because I've gone way over time, but it is what it is. Final thoughts, please, for Capricorn. Two of Pentacles with the Seven of Pentacles. This is just, oh God, why do they do this to me? So about whatever this change is, this movement forward, this sort of second wind that's coming in, it's kind of like the idea of shit or get off the pot. You know what I mean? Like, not to be crude, and I apologize for that. But that's how they put it to me. It's essentially like this lighting a fire under you so that you will move into your power. You will take your power. You will develop into, or allow yourself to develop into, the person that you are, and not play it small anymore. Not simply play around with the pentacles, but allow yourself the emotion, the passion, the fire, I don't even know what else there is, the intellectual stimulation, all that kind of stuff, okay? So stop playing it small. I think you know that. Looks like you're reviewing that in these next 2 weeks. Don't allow fear to affect you. You do have help available. And just remember, it's a second wind. It's divinely inspired. Go for it. Okay? All right. Meet me over on Vimeo. The link to the relationship extended reading is in the description box below, so I'll see you there. And if not, I will certainly see you in 2 more weeks when I do the next Capricorn reading. All right. Thanks, guys. I appreciate all of your likes, subscribes, and shares, and I appreciate all of you. Bye.